Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to do your May the 28th just for today in a meditation. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. The title of the meditation is As We Understand. We examined our lives and discovered who we really are. To be truly humble is to accept and honestly try to be ourselves. That comes from the basic text, page 36. As using addicts, the demands of our disease determined our personality. We could be whoever or whatever we needed to be in order to get our fix. We were survival machines, adapting easily to every circumstance of the using life. Once we began our recovery, we entered a new life, new and different life, rather. Many of us had no idea what behavior was appropriate for us in any given situation. Some of us didn't know how to talk to people, how to dress, or how to behave in public. We couldn't be ourselves because we didn't know who we were anymore. The 12 steps gives us a simple method for finding out who we really are. We uncover our assets and our defects, the things we like about ourselves and the things we're not so thrilled about. Through the healing power of the 12 steps, we begin to understand that we are individuals created to be who we are by the higher power of our understanding. The real healing begins when we understand that if our higher power created us this way, it must be okay to be who we really are. Just for today, by working the steps, I can experience the freedom to be myself, the person my higher power intended me to be. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you, as we understand. So I think it's important to talk about the fact that, or the power that comes from one's understanding, because it's how you perceive things, right? The filter in which you understand things that allows you to either do something or not do something, agree with something or not agree. If I understand that 2 plus 2 equals 4, mathematically that's correct, right? That's correct understanding, universally acceptable no matter what culture. 2 plus 2 equals 4. That premise, that understanding allows me to function in a larger society. It allows me to function within my own, but it also allows me to function in a greater society, the larger society, because it's universal. It's an understanding that's is mathematically accurate. Okay. So if I go to purchase a vehicle and I have a family of 6 and I buy a 4-seater, right? 2 plus 2 equals 4. I've not used the information that I understand about 2 plus 2 accurately. So the vehicle that I'm purchasing is not going to fit my circumstance. I'm always going to be shifting 1 or 2 people trying to figure out how everyone can squeeze in this little tiny car. The information that I have, that I understand, it has to be usable, right? or it has to be made of use by me. A lot of people won't use the information that they have, and that's called foolishness compared to wisdom, because wisdom is the appropriate application of knowledge, right? So if I'm understanding that I'm a human and I make mistakes, or that I'm a human and I have these certain quirks about myself, and I understand that I believe my higher power created me this way, then I'm not motivated to try and absolutely change that to accommodate someone else, right? I'm okay with who I am. And I'm okay with the fact that I'm this way versus another way. And that's just the same thing as being able to appropriate apply the knowledge of 2 + 2 = 4. If this is who I am, then I'm not trying to adjust myself in order to make the world fit me in it. I don't need to, right? I don't need to, because everything that I need to do, or everything that I'm going to do with the knowledge of who I am, is going to accommodate this information. And it makes your world fit better. It makes your world start to line up. When I accept who I am, the understanding of who I am, and I have this knowing that I may not be perfect, but I don't need to be. This is how I was created, right? This is how I see things. And if you don't believe in creation, you have to fill in the gaps. You have to make it fit your world, okay? So that's the easiest way that I can make it simple, right? That's the easiest way that I can explain it, rather, is that everyone has an understanding of just about everything that they encounter, right? Or they have an understanding that they bring to the table for just about everything that they encounter. The greatest understanding that one can have is about their relationship to their higher power, because that loving and caring higher power and your relationship with it is going to be the filter in which you start processing things. And it takes time. Just like if I brought a vehicle that's too small, it's going to take a moment for me to understand that that was a bad decision. I mean, basically, right? Like, man, I just wasted all that money on something that I can't even practically use. And we learn if it's not practical, it's not spiritual, right? So when the opportunity comes again to apply the information, 2 + 2 = 4, I'll be more ready to do it, because I paid a high price for not doing it. Same thing with this. When I have an understanding about who I am, and I have some self-acceptance about who I am. Now, I'm not saying that foul stuff that we know is based out of our character defects. No, I'm not saying that doesn't need to change. We already know that led us nowhere. Okay. I'm talking about just the basic core value, things that we're principled about, right? You like green, but not red. You love to sing, but not dance. You are academically gifted, but not athletically, right? This is what I'm talking about. When we have that acceptance about ourselves and we operate within that information, it seems like the grace to flow through life is easier. We don't get hung up on the feeling that we don't fit in as much, or that people don't like us for who we are, or that we have to explain our existence. However, if you have that information about yourself and you don't apply it, you will find that you are going against the grain all of the time, always trying to justify yourself, always trying to make others make room for you, not fitting in and feeling rejected. It should only take a few times in life to experience that, to understand that I didn't take the information that I had about myself and actually apply it. So the next time this comes up, the next time I'm in a situation, a group setting or at work, and someone is saying, don't you want to go, play hockey with us, or you want to go uh, play basketball with us? And I am not athletically gifted. I don't like the sports, right? Then I would be able to say, I'm going to stay home and study. I really got some studying I want to do, and be okay with that. I don't have to explain myself to anyone, even though I might want to, or as a courtesy, I might, but I don't have to. And when I operate out of that information about who I am and have that self acceptance, it's like 2 + 2. It's universally accepted that people are all different and they have a right to operate within their own core values. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I hope that you have a beautiful day on purpose.